channel.
Welcome back to another exciting matchup here at the May event 2025. This one is also one we have been keeping in our event each year, and that's the duo match, aka tag team match. And in this team up, there has been duos that haven't yet been defeated, here making their reign last 2 years. The question is, will they make it 3? I'm talking, of course, of the mighty Thor and the Incredible Hulk. Now, duo rules is simple. It's 2 and 2 tag team fight. The only way to win is to be the superior team. Normally, we leave the decisions of a winner in the air in our beatdown episodes, but in this event, there has to be one clear winner. As you already saw in the captions, who's getting a chance at the tag team gold, so I'll just explain how things work around here so you don't get lost if you're not familiar with the event. I provide you, the viewers, the stats of each individual in this battle. I give you both sides of how they could defeat one another, and then I decide a winner. Alright, let's get to it. In this corner, representing Image Comics, Samantha Wilkins, aka Atom Eve from the Invincible comics. Now, talk about a powerhouse to have in your corner. This woman has been able to rearrange atoms since she was a child, and with it, she has been able to do incredible things. Let's go with the fact that when she got chicken for dinner, but instead wanted cheeseburger, she was able to change her chicken meal into just that. Turn a baseball bat into a soccer ball. Whatever she wants to change up, she can, as long as it's not organic, but there are exceptions. Probably wondering what I mean by that. Well, I'll tell you. She was created with limits so that she wouldn't turn out like Dr. Manhattan in some essence. But when she reaches a certain emotional state, she can really tap into the full might of a powerhouse. She's got force fields, energy blast, projection, speed, and flight, and with enough time can create an armor strong enough to take on several Viltrumites. And if you know anything about those guys, they are almost impossible to put down with ease. In fact, in the comics, she took on Conquest, and she took him to school, and he's considered a top tier level Viltrumite. The fact that she can change a bus into a tank or a house into a business building should tell you ducking anything she tosses is unlikely. She's even had some insane healing factors, being able to heal others as well as herself. With her energy construct, it provides her immense strength against her opponents, making anyone attempting to come at her with solely brute force about to suffer a rude awakening. In comics, she has revived herself and Mark before the couples called it lights out, so to speak. She has come to revive herself even in her deathbed. She has burned off a chunk of Conquest to assist Mark in the final blow, and has assisted in countless wars against Earth. She's also a team player, being able to be part of the team, eventually becoming a guardian, and also working well with two-person team like Rexplode and Invincible himself. Speaking of Invincible, in one corner representing Image Comics, Invincible's comics own Invincible. Half human and half Viltrumite, he can lift 400 tons just to train. He threw a baseball around the planet. He knocks down a giant monster king down with one single hit. Lifts a massive pillar. With just 2 other Viltrumites, managed to punch through a planet and blow it up. Axstroms gets beaten to a bloody pulp because Invincible thought he was stronger and didn't hold back. Redirected a meteor by himself, cut open a giant alien slug monster. He can run through a spaceship and even toss it, defeated alternate versions of himself, took a nuke to the face without a scratch. He surpasses his father in strength. He can theoretically toss a meteor the size of Texas, took on Conquest, another Viltrumite, Automatus, a being that can drain an entire universe of its energies to gain power, and even take on the entire roster of Invincible Comics heroes Mark took on. Take on Alan the Alien, defeated Dinosaurus, Invincible defeated Drag, the strongest Viltrumite. He could technically take over the universe and enslave everyone with ease, but because of his morals, he chooses not to. He can fly faster than a billion times than the speed of light itself. Presenting the dynamic tag team duo of the mighty Thor and the Incredible Hulk themselves. Now let's talk about the Hulk. Hulk possesses the power of incredible superhuman strength and a dense body to avoid being taken out easily. Even without the thick skin, the big green monster has a healing factor as well. Now he might not be the smartest one in the group, but he definitely might be the strongest one. Now let's talk about a few of his feats. He jumped into lava so that he can grab the tectonic plates and put them back together. He fought Onslaught, who fought off the Fantastic Four, Avengers, and the X-Men before he went toe-to-toe with the Hulk. Let's keep that in mind. A mountain range was dropped on him and the Avengers, and he managed to hold the entire thing up until they found a way out safely. Took a full blast from Vector, who ripped his entire body off his skin off his flesh until he was bones walking towards him, and still, Hulk knocked him out with one punch. He broke the world with a single step, and his teammate, the God of Thunder himself, Thor, is 1,000 of years old, and has fought in numerous battles from all across the galaxy. He is a god, and when he wields the hammer, there is no stopping him. He has the power to summon lightning at any time and can also fly. Some of the impressive feats he included are when he lifted the Midgard serpent, sorry I said that wrong, manages to reverse the world engine with his bare hands, damaged Galactus, diverted the Phoenix Force, cracked the skull of a Celestial with his hammer. Alright, so let's talk about how each one could defeat the other. Let's start off with the tag team champions themselves, Thor and Hulk. Thor is a star in this battle, as most of their strategies will rely on him, given he's been in countless wars even before getting with the Avengers, and has won huge chunks of them. So not only can he be a big weapon, he's also an experienced veteran with plenty of knowledge on how to defeat foes with such incredible powers like Invincible and Atom Eve. To simplify it, he can come up with the plays for Hulk and him and take down Mark and Sam. Both are durable and have impressive healing factors, not to mention stamina for days. A long battle favors them more, as eventually Atom Eve and Invincible will start feeling the toll their bodies are enduring trying to keep up with these two freaks of nature. Hulk might be considered limited by his capabilities, as he usually does rely on his strength to do the talking. Thor is something different, as he has options to work with, whether that's his hammer, his ability to control lightning, his flight capabilities, and the list is endless. If he manages to get someone on one with Mark, he could put the boy through some serious pain, and in that aftermath of leaving Mark almost to the break of no more, he can help finish off Atom Eve with Hulk. This might be possible if Hulk keeps breaking through anything Atom Eve might try to contain him in, and Hulk has rage mode, so the odds are likely. If Hulk leaps high enough to land on Atom Eve, let's say force field, Hulk may very well be able to break through it, which takes a toll on the woman herself, leaving her spent and Hulk ready to help with Thor against Invincible on his side. Now, Atom Eve could revive at the moment and possibly burn the flesh off of Hulk, as she did to Conquest, but in the comics, Hulk has also taken a blast so mighty that he was left with some organs and bones, and still managed to knock out the guy as he attempted to give him everything he got. So this has happened before to Hulk, and Hulk is capable of channeling through it. If anything, or powering through it. If anything, Hulk would take the blast and then get annoyed and finish off Atom Eve for good as a result of it. Another move is ganging up on one of them. So if they were to use the lightning to temporarily put Sam or Mark out of the fight, the two could definitely defeat one of them on a 2-on-1 situation. Thor's speed could prevent Atom Eve from being able to conjure a strong enough armor or weapon, as he has his hammer to create distractions and the surprise run up and hit her out cold with the hammer type of move. Hulk has no limits to his strength, as the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Mark, I believe, caps out at 400 tons, which isn't nothing, but it is a limit. A straight up fist fight throwing and grip grappling fight would leave Invincible severely injured and unable to continue. Now, let's talk about the possibilities on Atom Eve, and Invincible's side. Invincible survived the sun in the comics. I'll just start with my argument from there. He does that to Hulk, and no way Hulk survives it, and gets back up to Earth to help his partner Thor. Atom Eve has next level abilities to her when her emotions run high. At the moment, she can turn anything into a weapon, that is matter. But if she gets up there, she can turn any living thing into whatever she wants. Scarlet Witch style, she can probably turn Thor into a human alter ego of Donald Blake. You remember his human alter ego. He could turn him into that and then leave him powerless. She can make Hulk into Bruce Banner and might even be able to lower his IQ. Either way you slice it, this puts both of them in hot water. The two care deeply about each other, and that does come into play as when one of them sees the other hurt, they go into full beast mode. The time Conquest did Sam wrong, causing Invincible to finish him off once and for all, or so he thought. Or how Sam saved Mark from Conquest, finishing him off with a quick revival and energy blast that would make the Phoenix Force proud. So if any harm happens to take place between them, it will get them to boost up their intensity levels. If Invincible can keep the two a tad occupied while avoiding serious damage, it will allow Atom Eve to conjure some serious armor and weaponry to even their odds in the fight. This armor, with enough time to create, was able to hold off a swarm of hybrid Viltrumites. Had she had more time, it's stated she could have, in theory, defeated them all with only a few bruises in her name. Give her the time, and she helps create armor that would give the Hulk a tough time getting through. The long-lasting fight does place the two at a tough spot, but if they were to be beaten to the break of never getting up, Atom Eve could revive them to their full state. This means the fight might go on without any room for either one to be drained by the other. Atom Eve has a lot of options to form strong enough cages to keep Hulk out of commission for a time. If she knows about vibranium or adamantium, she could use those materials to restrain Hulk with wraps or containment. This one person sure helps their odds against Thor, as he would take the two of them to truly have a fighting chance ending him. So yeah, it would take the two of them to actually, end him. If they accomplish that, all they would need to do is take on Hulk, and both of them with their might could do that. Keep the fight to the skies, keep defensive shields on guard, as this puts Hulk at a slight disadvantage as he can't fly. He can leap, but they can dodge. Giant objects attempt to be tossed, Atom Eve can change into like a deck of cards or bubbles. Thor would need to get them to the ground, perhaps attempting, lightning strikes on which Atom Eve's shield will absorb those blows. Don't allow him a moment to storm up a heavy blast, as Invincible is fast enough to keep the God of Thunder on his toes for doing that. The play would have to be fighting one or two from a distance, and then with enough damage placed on either, then approach up close to take on the two. It's not a foolproof move, but it's the best way to get at weakening them in some way before taking them on in their full might. Hulk is most likely the best one to take out battling ground to level Thor to fend for himself. So I think if you eliminate Hulk, there's very likely chance that Thor would have some difficulties. The best way to do that is to have Mark throw a mean super cut punch and have Sam elevate that momentum using her energy construct. They may have a chance at tossing the big man out of Earth's atmosphere, and I know what you're thinking, but Thor can just bring him back. Could he though? It's the ultimate distraction, as Thor will try to retrieve Hulk, only to be halted by Atom Eve, sorry if I'm saying it wrong or weird, and Invincible. With his mind focusing on Hulk's well-being, This psychological play might result in Thor not being able to have the right headspace to strategize against a two-power couple, resulting in a victory for the team. But ultimately, there has to be one clear winner. Will it be the reigning champions, or are we crowning new ones? You ready? Here's my pick. Thor and Hulk come out on top once again. Mark and Sam are capable of battling it out with the best, but even with their strongest moves, it doesn't compare to Thor's many moves besides his strength and Hulk's rage to continue to. And with Atom's Eve's best throw, it could still leave the big green monster standing. So, I appreciate you guys. That's the end of our episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Share, like, and subscribe as always. Catch you guys later. Keeping it 800 subs. Peace.